Yes, people, welcome to LFC Red Forever channel. You had to make a comeback in it when it's Man City and Liverpool. You have to do at least a preview if you're semi-retired. I've been away for a while, but this game had to have a review from my opinion. So look, yes, League Cup winners. I already got the jumper for that. What a performance by the Reds, people. I know I've been away for a while, but what a performance by the Reds. 14 points deficit, and we come back and threaten the world's greatest team, as they're always, favourites for everything. That's how Man City are. And this, tiny little club called Liverpool Football Club still challenges a team that spends billions and billions on players, if you know what I mean. Checkbook team. That's what they are. I'm over the moon, people. I'm over the moon. Obviously, before I left, I did say Liverpool is still my favourites to win the Premier League, and they still are. Yes, we had the shaky moments in December time, January time, but we signed Diaz since then, and the pressure is on Man City now. The pressure is on Man City. How is this game gonna go? I have no idea, people. I have no idea. It's gonna be one of those games that's gonna be difficult to win. The last time we won at the Etihad was when Martin Skirtle scored, Firmino and Coutinho, I think, scored as well. That 4-1, we beat them there. I don't even think Guardiola was the manager at the time either. I think it was Pellegrini. So that was the last time we actually beat them at the Etihad. And we got a few draws in here and there, but we lost a lot more, to be fair. What can I make out of this game? Is it winner take all? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think it is, in my opinion, because there's still other games to play after this one. And everybody talks about Liverpool's side. If they can beat the difficult teams they got, like Spurs, like Man United, like Everton, etc. And then you got Man City, that got Brighton, those kind of teams in their side. But this is the kind of teams Man City struggle against. That's what I'm trying to say, people. Man City drop points to these kind of teams. Remember Southampton, 1-1. They got beaten today by Chelsea 6-0. So they're not on top form as everybody thinks. Everybody thought, like, after the Man United game, that 4-1, I think, or 3-1. I don't know the exact score. That game they won. Oh, they're back. They're gonna be, but Man United always lay down, people. Like, if it concerns Liverpool winning anything, Man United will lay down just to stop Liverpool winning a league title or a League Cup or FA Cup or Champions League. That's what Man United do if it concerns Liverpool. So don't ever put your all your eggs in one basket if it's concerning Man City versus Man United result-wise. If Liverpool are challenging for a title, because they will lay down. That's what Man United do. They are, the Bia of the Premier League in regards to Liverpool Football Club. And even though even when Man United are actually challenging, Liverpool always win their games, and they try their best to win games. We're professional. They're not professional. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's just be honest about it. They are not professional football club. They just, they're stuck on their 13 titles under Fergie, and then they say, but you haven't won the Premier League. When we won the Premier League, they're gonna say. So when we won the Premier League, they said, "Oh, but it's only one. You're the same class as Leicester, etc., etc." But this little old Liverpool that don't spend a lot of money are challenging Man City on a regular basis. So think about it. I mean, we're class. They are classless. Man United are classless. I mean, sorry, Man United fans. I know if you watch this, you hate me saying things like this, but we're rivals. We hate each other with passion for years and years and years. You know what I'm saying? Since the shipping days. But it's always going to be like that. We are proper rivals. We're not like, high five kind of rivals with Man United. But let's get back to this game. Liverpool have to find a way to beat City. Is it going to be all like full attack kind of formation? I don't know. I don't think Klopp is going to go that way, because he tried that last season with Jota, Firmino, Salah and Mane, and it didn't work. So I'm assuming we have to find a way to stop their attack, stop De Bruyne coming from deep and going to the box, stop Foden, running with the ball all the time. That's where Trent comes in as well. Trent needs to be on tip-top condition in defensive sense, because from what I see of him, he doesn't put his full thought on defending. But these are the type of games we need him for defending. If he can't do it, we've got Gomez. Everybody saw Gomez against Watford. What a cross towards Jota, and Jota headed it in. That made it. Liverpool win there as well. So this is what we're gonna have to think about, and maybe set pieces will count in this game. Maybe we have to score from set piece in order for us to win this game, because Man City, they don't give a lot of chances away. Liverpool always gives chances away because we hold that high line, and it's gonna be difficult. I honestly think it's gonna be difficult, but we need to be professional. The pressure it's not on Liverpool. I don't think it is, because we're not top of the league. They are under pressure, because if Liverpool beat them, Liverpool go above them with 2 points. So we just gotta be tuned in. Just don't give silly chances away. You know what Man City do? Pass and go, pass and go. That's all they do. So you gotta, in training, you gotta think about, watch the screen, like think about what they normally do in games, and you never know. But Pep Guardiola might change his mind. He might go, counter-attacking way, not the passing. Passing like 400 passes in about like half an hour. Maybe he's not gonna do things like that. Maybe he's gonna go a different way. That's what Pep does. When you think he's gonna go this way, he goes that way. I'm looking forward to it, people. I'm pretty nervous. I've got to be honest with you. I'm pretty nervous because in most cases, everybody thinks this is the one that decides the title. I don't think it is. I think there's still games that these two teams will drop points at. My starting lineup, I'll give it at the end. But yeah, I'm just worried, people. I'm really worried because it's one of those games that if you win, your confidence will be high. You know what I mean? So when it goes to the FA Cup next weekend, we're gonna be thought wise, we're superior to this team. If you look at player for player, Liverpool are more superior, in my opinion. Man City, they play 3 at the back. You're asking yourself, why is Fozzie saying they play 3 at the back? Kyle Walker doesn't cross the line, people. He doesn't cross that halfway line, because if the ball goes over the top, Laporte and Diaz don't have the pace to get back and cover each other, if you know what I mean. So that's what Kyle Walker does. He goes down the back and covers them for pace. Don't be fooled about they play 4-3-3. They play actually 3 at the back, and Mahrez plays like a wing back kind of way, and Bernardo Silva does that up and down running what he does in the big games. So this is how those wings get covered. I've always thought that. Like, why doesn't Kyle Walker create a goal? He doesn't run up and down that wing a lot like Trent does. So you think to yourself, he plays as a centre back. He's a third centre back, and people need to realise that they don't play 4-3-3. They play 3 at the back, and just watch the game, people. And then if eventually when the game finishes, I'll do a review, and then you could just put your questions there or answers there, that if I'm right or wrong. I swear to you, he never crosses that halfway line more than 5 inches. He just stays there, because he knows if the team counter-attack, they can hit it over the top and then run on towards the goal and then score a goal. That's what he don't want. But what I want to know is, why is there 2 Manx referees in charge of this game? Anthony Taylor and Portini. What's going on here, people? Like, are we facing Judgment Day here? What is going on? Like, how are Manx referees refereeing a Manx game? All I can say is they better not make a mistake. They better hope something doesn't go wrong, because if it does, oh my gosh, the world's coming to an end for them, because it's not right. People from the same area refereeing games. What is going on, people? Like, how are we accepting this in the first place? And if we have to accept it, they cannot make a mistake. That's the whole point. They better hope not. Yeah, when I saw that, people, I said, you know what? Corruption written all over this. Man City paying their way. They're already in trouble in the courts again with the youth players, as they always are, cheating their way, getting players, paying money to Mancini. It's just exceptional with that club. They get away with so much. Well, Chelsea's already been, sanctioned, and their owner has to leave. What about the Man City owners? They don't play fair either. They play their own way in a lot of things, and human rights from that country as well. I don't want to get into politics, but you got to go both ways. You can't just do one and then forget about the other one. The result of this game, what am I thinking? Are they gonna score? They always score at home, people. Man City, they always score. So I'll go for 2-1. Our starting lineup will be Alisson in goal, Trent, Matip, Van Dijk, and Robertson. Fabinho just in front of the defense. I don't want Fabinho to move forward. I used to say that a lot before. I don't want him to go too far from the defense because once Kevin De Bruyne runs from that midfield, it's hard to catch him, and Fabinho hasn't got the pace to catch him either. So I want him just to stay in front of that defense, command that area, and do tactical fouls like they do because they get away with it. They do so many tactical fouls. The same player does about 5 or 6 tactical fouls, doesn't even get a yellow card. So why don't we do the same? And I want Henderson on the right side to cover Trent if Trent goes further away, and at least he can cover that pitch on that side up and down. Everybody talks about like maybe Keita coming in, but with Keita, he's not. It's a bit like Fabinho, pace wise, he's not going to run up and down, and he's not very quick. So Henderson has got that little bit more, and I want him there. And his leadership is important because all you could hear in the pitch is him shouting at players to go there, to go there, to go there. And then the other side, I want Thiago. Thiago knows Pep Guardiola more than anyone because Pep Guardiola always takes him to the clubs that he's at, apart from Man City, of course. And I'm sure he's giving some feedbacks to Klopp, what Pep does, his formations, like any ideas Pep used to give to him, he's going to probably tell Klopp what he does, and we could catch him out that way. Everybody can say Gundogan could do the same thing about Klopp, yeah, but Gundogan has been here for years and years, and I'm sure he gave all the ideas away by now. But yeah, Thiago needs to control that midfield with his passing ability. He needs to at least hit those balls through the little gaps as well and create chances for the strikers. We got the pace at the front. Man City don't have that kind of thing at front. Like what do you call it? Like when you got Mane, Salah, Firmino, and Diaz. When you got and Jota, of course. When you got these kind of players, it's just pace and power. You know what I mean? So we need to find a way for them to control the game. So at front, I said Diaz on the left, because you know why I like Diaz? Diaz has come with a fresh idea. He doesn't know the Premier League as well as Mane or other players, Jota or Salah. He will have a go at Kyle Walker as Mane wouldn't. Mane, when he knows a player is quicker than him, he ain't gonna go after him and try to pace him with the ball or do a trickery. He comes inside and tries to get through the middle, but majority of the time he miscontrols the ball. But with Diaz, he doesn't care who you are. If you're like Reece James, Kyle Walker, anyone, he will still go for you and try to take you on until he succeeds. And that's what I want Diaz on that side. And I want Firmino in the middle because he will drag out the actual midfield defense out. And obviously the midfield, which is Rodri right in front of the defense, he will run around with him. So when he runs around with him and the defense come out of the space, there will be a gap for players to run from deep, like Salah or Henderson or anyone like that, and they could get the goal that we need from there. So I know a lot of people are thinking Firmino. I don't know, he hasn't been the same for a while, but he's still a threat. People, I mean, you saw him in the other game. He came on 2 games, and there's Watford and Benfica, and he was pretty good. That's who I want in the striking position, and then I want Salah on the right hand side. Everybody's saying like Salah is out of form, but Salah is still a threat. It's a big game. The whole world was watching. That's when Salah comes out to his own, and I'm hoping he comes out and dominates that right hand side, gives Cancelo a lot of problems, and as he did in the first game. But there's one thing I've got to say, people. People are judging Liverpool on the first game, the 2-2. That was a different team. Majority of those players come back from a long-term injury, which is the whole season, whole of last season. And they were getting back to what they were back before the injuries. And now they found their form. Now they are all as one. It's a completely different. It's like day and night, 2 different teams. And this Liverpool team is back to what Liverpool of old is. They already got a trophy in the bag. And they've got 3 more to go for, and we'll go for it. It'll be impossible, people. It'll be impossible to do the quadruple, but we'll go for it, and we'll see where we can go from there. Yeah, like I said, it's 2 different games, 2-2. If this Liverpool was playing back that day, and I think we would have won, but it couldn't happen. I mean, I think we had Henderson, Fabinho, and Curtis Jones in the middle. A lot of people don't fancy Curtis Jones. I don't fancy him in a sense of like playing in midfield on a regular basis. But I can see where Klopp is coming from, giving youngsters a chance. But the other thing is, Curtis Jones needs to take the chance, and he hasn't done it so far. He hasn't got the grasp of it so far. Maybe he needs a loan, like I said in the past. Maybe not. I don't know. It's up to Klopp what he does with him. But yeah, I want Salah on the right. I know a lot of people are saying that he hasn't been on form, but Salah's a threat, top scorer in the Premier League, still like the best player in the Premier League, is what in my opinion. The sooner he signs that contract, the better. The sooner he tells us if he's gonna like stay or go, the better. And then we could all like rest and then just concentrate on the the competitions ahead, because that's the only thing that's bringing down Liverpool at the moment. Salah's decision to stay or go with the contract issues. I think he's gonna stay, but he's not gonna get the money he wants, like £500,000 a week. If that is the truth I've heard about, I don't think he's gonna get that much. But we'll see. We'll see. Future. I'd rather just discuss that at the end of the season rather than now, because we've got a lot of things to play for. Like he said in his interview, I don't want to disrespect the team, so that's what we've got to concentrate on. So my goalkeeper is Alisson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Van Dijk, and Robertson in the left back position. And then you've got Fabinho right in front of them, Henderson, Thiago, Diaz, Firmino, and Mr. Salah. That's my starting lineup. The bench looks, impressive nowadays. Mane can come on like in the second half some stage if we're like needing goals, and Jota can come on obviously. And you got Oxlade, you got Milner. The names go up. You got Keita as well, and you got Konate, and you got Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones. The names are all there, people. The names are all there for us now. So we've got we're a threat. The scoreline is going to be for me 2-1 to Liverpool. I think Salah will score this game, either a penalty or one of his dribbles or whatever he does. And I'll go for Firmino as well, because I'm starting with Firmino, so I've got to give him a goal. Because whenever he's at the Etihad, he gets chances, but he gets a nosebleed in front of a goal and messes it up. But I think this time there'll be more composure, and we'll get a goal from there. If we can't get goals on a counter attack, it could be like from a set piece. It could be Van Dijk. It could be Matip. It could be, all the best headers like Fabinho. It could be one of them. Maybe we've got to go that route if we can't open them up. Maybe we have to go through a set piece. We've got to make it count. We've got giants in this team now. But yeah, yes, people, I hope you enjoyed this. I had to give a little preview for you guys, boys and girls, because, I haven't been in for a while. I'll try to come back as often as I can. Yes, and I'll see you, hopefully, I'll see you soon. And we won the game. Take care, everyone. Take care.